Let's step back from the news and look at weather. Yeah, speaking of technology, you have a lot of tools on hand, but Matt, your gut as well and your instincts are important too.
Yeah, absolutely. And my gut is telling me we've got a few nice days ahead of us. So hopefully that holds true. We do have some rain chances, not just for the rest of this evening, but for tomorrow too. They're just not very good chances. You see, we do have some moisture streaming across central Texas. I say moisture because I have my doubts as to whether any of this is actually reaching the ground. We could just be talking about a little bit of what we call virga, that is rain that leaves the clouds but never actually makes it to the ground before it evaporates. So that's what I'm looking at because it did move over Temple. I stepped outside. I didn't see much of anything going on out there. So that is why I have that certain feeling about what we're seeing out there right now. The good news is we've had plenty of rain the last several days. Now, what we saw on Tuesday did not factor into this week's drought monitor because these are compiled at 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning. However, this does include last week's rain, and you can see lots of improvement across central Texas. So that is really good news. We do need more rain, though, and unfortunately the next several days in terms of that regard are going to be a little bit on the drier side. Again, a couple of spotty showers tonight are possible, but really we're going to stay mostly dry. We're going to stay dry for the most part tomorrow, too. However, we are going to see a few showers move down from North Texas, and we could see some scattered activity across the area, maybe a thunderstorm or two as we head through tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. But again, it's going to be widely scattered, isolated showers and potentially a thunderstorm. So again, not everybody's going to see that. And really at the end of the day, we talked about this earlier, only looking at about a trace to maybe a tenth of an inch over the next 5 days. So the next 5 days looking pretty dry for us. And that's somewhat good news. We need that rain to soak in. And also it's Mother's Day, so that helps us with those outdoor activities. However, as we expand our view just a little bit and we start talking about the next 6 to 10 days, in other words, May 14th to May 18th time period, some of our data starting to suggest we could be looking at some above average rainfall. And just for the record, for that time period, May 14th, 18th, we usually see about 75, 100. So some of our data showing that once we get past the next 5 days, we could be seeing maybe an inch of rain or more over the course of, say, next weekend into the early parts of the following week. So a little bit of good news there. Again, nothing going on out there right now. We did see that moisture streaming across, but you're not really seeing it reach the ground, at least not here in the I-35 corridor. 70 degrees out there right now, west winds at about 6 miles per hour in Temple. And as we head through the rest of the night, don't look for things to get too chilly, but it's going to be a little bit on the cooler side by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. Lots of upper 50s, lower 60s on the board as you start off your Friday morning. And for your Friday afternoon, again, I showed you earlier, there is that chance for a spot shower or two, maybe a thunderstorm across the area, but ultimately it's going to be mostly sunny to partly cloudy, and temperatures are going to be right there in those middle and upper 70s. So I've got a pretty nice day, all things considered, on tap for tomorrow. Just might, again, have to deal with a couple of those showers throughout the afternoon and into the evening. Beyond that, again, as we head into the weekend, so Mother's Day weekend obviously coming right up here over the next few days. Saturday, we could see a shower or two sneak in from the east. Our eastern counties, I-45 corridor, could see a little bit of activity, but really the chances are pretty low. Mother's Day, plenty of sunshine, 80 degrees, should be very nice. Those outdoor brunches there in the mornings when the temperatures are still in the 70s, that should be pretty nice for you on your Mother's Day. And as we head into next week, we're going to have to start watching a couple of things. The first thing we're going to have to watch here is as we head through the early parts of the week, Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll see those temperatures right back around 90 degrees. Could be even warmer than that. We could be talking some record heat. Of course, we'll have more details on that in the next several days. After that, though, take a look there. There's a cursory 20% chance there set out for Thursday, but really we're going to be looking a little bit beyond that for our next rain chances. I showed you the graphic, the 14th through the 18th. That does include next weekend, so we'll keep an eye on that there and see if there's any storm chances that we'll need to talk about as we get into next week. Remember to keep up with all of this, because I know I just threw a lot at you. You can download our 6 Plus app. It's free on your smart TV, and you can watch us anytime.